be the causes of the different sleep disorders that adults across the globe, just like children alike, do suffer from? How can one treat his or herself? What can a good sleep mean? And how can you obtain this good sleep? With me in the program, we will be learning and having an answer to all our questions. I want us to go down the streets of the economic capital, Douala, precisely where we are, to find out from Cameroonians if they suffer from any sleep disorder and if they are aware, and what are some of the solutions that they embark on. Is it personal or do they go to the hospital? We will be right back.
Have you come across anybody who had had difficulty in sleep?
Yes, I've seen a lot of people who say they cannot sleep, and I try to ask why. Some said it can be because of too much noise in the environment. It can be because of, I told some of them, because you drink a lot of alcohol. Firstly, I see that you have difficulty in sleep. For me, the first is to consult a physician who can give you better advice. But as a local man advice, I can say, I will advise you to modify your lifestyle.
Yes, of course. The moment I do lack sleep, like just shut off or think about something, the only thing I do is that I take my Bible, pray, commit to God. So a few seconds or a few minutes, I don't even know. I got myself the next morning.
Have you ever come across anybody who has had difficulty in sleep, and what is your advice to that person?
My advice to that person, when you get difficulty in sleep, when you go home, you have to bathe, to go to bed. So you go to bed like that, you will get rest and you go to sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back. I hope you heard it for yourselves, how Cameroonians have expressed themselves. Doctor, we are going to continue talking about sleep disorders. We have looked at some of the causes. We have looked at what it is. Now, let's talk about treatment. I would like to start with what I know.
Yes.
Cameroonians, we are all professional doctors. Whenever we have a problem, we seek for our own means of treating ourselves.
Yes.
And I don't know if these means have been helping us, but I want to come back to you, who is a professional in this domain.
Yes.
Can this problem be corrected, and how?
Well, it depends on the problem, okay? But all the sleep disorders have treatment. We cannot cure all of them, you see, but we can manage, we can correct, we can give to the patient a normal life, an acceptable life, okay?
So let's talk about insomnia, because you see, insomnia is one of
the most common
in Cameroon, as well as night epilepsy. Those are the two that are common in Cameroon. So can these two be corrected or treated?
Well, insomnia has got a treatment. There's a treatment for insomnia, okay? There's a medical treatment. Medical, I mean, it's treatment based on drugs, medicines, okay? And there's a treatment that is psychologic. And there's a treatment that is based on sleep hygiene, okay? That's a non-drugs treatment. It's based on sleep hygiene.
What is sleep hygiene, if I may ask?
Well, sleep hygiene is to tell the patient what to do and what not to do to have a good sleep.
Okay.
For instance, once you are sleepless, you should not take coffee. You should avoid coffee, even in the morning. You should avoid tea, coffee, Coca-Cola, okay? This bitter cola and this type of thing. These are excitant, we call it as excitant, okay? They are not favorable to sleep. The rest of the people can take if they have not got any problem with their sleep. For those who are sleepless, it's good to avoid this problem. This is one of the aspects. Another aspect is that it's not good for somebody who has problem with his sleep to be drinking at late hours. When you drink too much at late hours, you have the tendency to wake up very often during night time to go to toilet. And the fact of raising up to go to toilet on and on, you destroy your sleep. You understand? So there are a lot of considerations. For instance, you should know how, when you want to go to toilet, you should know how to do it. Don't put on the light.
Okay.
Don't put on the light when you're going to toilet during night. Go blindly and come back blindly. It preserves your sleep. Okay? These are very simple things, but which are very essential. Okay? For instance, another point, it's good to sleep in total darkness. Total darkness. Total silence. Okay? It's not good to look at the hour, especially if you are already sleepless. What time is it? No, you shouldn't look. You should just imagine the time, but don't look at the clock.
Doctor, what if you have to get up late and go to work late as well?
Well, that one is a specific situation.
Okay.
But I'm speaking generally that you should avoid, especially for those who are already in sleepless. You don't look at your clock during night because it increases your stress.
I see.
That's the idea behind.
I see.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I want you to give us a health tip to everyone watching us. What should you do in order to have a good night's sleep? An advice.
What do you do? Well, practical 1 or 2 points in order to have a good sleep.
Well,
for instance, you should avoid drinking too much water too late. Okay? You should avoid it because it will keep you going to toilet. Okay? You should make sure you sleep in total darkness. You should make sure you sleep in total silence. You should make sure you sleep in a good bed that does not make noise. Okay? These are very simple things. Make sure you don't use alcohol to compensate. If you don't sleep, then you take a bottle of beer to make you sleep. This type of sleep is not a good one. Okay? And there are a few counsels like that. But now, but the counsel I want to give, which seems to me to be more important, is that you should cherish your sleep. You should cherish it. Because the general tendency is to sell it against money. You want to get money, so you don't sleep anymore. You wake up very early. You reduce your sleep time because you want to prosper in business. Okay? So you sell your sleep. And once you lose it, when you lose it, that you get aware of the fact that you've lost something very important.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
So you cherish your sleep.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thanks so much for talking to us on Global Television on how to have a good sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all heard it for ourselves. We need to sleep very well in order to be healthy and in order to be productive in life. If you're just joining us, you're watching the program X-Ray, and on this edition of the program, we are talking about sleep disorder. It has been said 10% of Cameroonians do suffer from sleep disorder, and we caught up with one of those patients who has been suffering or had been suffering until he found an answer to the problem. Follow me, let's discover how he got to know he was suffering from sleep disorder and how he went about obtaining solution. Bonsoir madame.
Bonsoir ma copine.
Nous sommes là aujourd'hui pour partager votre expérience en tant que malade de l'insomnie. Donc je voulais que vous nous dites combien de temps vous avez souffert de ça et comment ça s'est passé.
Oui, moi j'ai fait 13 ans sans dormir. Et puis j'ai vu un psychiatre, il m'a commencé à prescrire des médicaments après on l'a affecté à Ebolova. Bon, un jour, je suis allée à la clinique, on m'a dit, bon, subitement, il a voyagé. Qu'est-ce que je devais faire? 3 jours après, ma tête chauffait. Oui, ma tête chauffait, j'avais la fièvre.
c'est quand on me laisse à la pharmacie. Je demande que, bon, je suis malade. Les infirmiers me demandent, madame, tu as quoi? Je dis, je ne dors pas. Ils ont appelé le médecin, le pharmacien, quoi. Il est donc venu, il a dit que bon, non, on ne peut pas me vendre n'importe quoi, on doit me presser un médicament, mais pas lui. Il a demandé qu'on doit prendre ma tension pour voir mon rythme cardiaque. Après, il s'est rappelé que, il y a un spécialiste des pathologies de sommeil qui m'a laissé sa carte de visite. C'est là où c'était un samedi. Oui. Il m'a donné son numéro. Lundi, je l'ai appelé. Il m'a dit qu'il était aussi interné quelque part dans la prison. Il m'a donné rendez-vous mardi. Mardi, je viens. Il m'a consulté pendant 2 heures de temps. Le jour qu'il m'a consulté, franchement, je suis rentrée, dormie sans rien prendre comme médicament. C'est-à-dire les 2 heures de consultation m'ont remonté. Il m'a dit que madame, si tu es prête pour tes examens demain, tu viens pour tes examens. Alors j'ai dit ok, je suis prête. Le lendemain, je suis venue, il m'a internée dans la soirée. Le matin, il a interprété mes résultats. Il m'a commencé à me presser les médicaments, c'était bon. Quand j'ai commencé à prendre les médicaments, donc mon sommeil est revenu.
Et vous sentez comment maintenant?
Je sens bien, je dors. Quelle qu'en soit l'ampleur du problème que j'ai, je m'en fous, je dors. Je sais que, bon, je me lave à 22h. À 22h30, je prends mes médicaments, j'y vais dans la chambre. Je peux encore reprendre ma prière, après le sommeil m'emporte.
Et vous avez déjà passé combien de temps pour le traitement avec le docteur Lobé?
Bon, ça fait 1 an, 6 mois. Oui, avec le docteur Lobé, ça fait 1 an, 6 mois. Vraiment, et ça va. Avant, j'oubliais beaucoup. Mais maintenant, je sens comment mon système immunitaire est en train de se stabiliser.
Quel conseil vous avez à tout le monde qui vous regarde aujourd'hui par rapport à ce problème que beaucoup encore ignorent?
Beaucoup encore ne savent pas que ne pas dormir, c'est une maladie. Ne pas dormir, vraiment, c'est une grave maladie. Très grave maladie. Donc, il faut qu'un être humain fasse au moins 7 à 8 heures de sommeil par jour. Sinon, tu es malade.
Merci, madame, pour votre temps.
Merci, merci.
Dear televiewers, you have been watching X-Ray on Global Television, and Dr. Mbangue Lobé-Jefté has been talking to us about sleep disorder, a pathology that 10% of Cameroonians do suffer from. However, the good news is that any sleep disorder can be treated, especially insomnia and night epilepsy that different Cameroonians do suffer from. For the other pathologies, it can be well managed for a healthy life. Thanks for watching. Next time, we will be around with another interesting health topic.